Hey everybody, it's Jane from Jane Stitches. Today I'm going to be making a Dear Jane block called Mary's Journey. This is pure hand piecing, no applique, just hand piecing, and hand piecing a bunch of little pieces. But if you've ever been intimidated about hand piecing little pieces, don't be. It's just a matter of slowing down a little bit and knowing it's just stitching. It's just, instead of like 20 stitches, you're doing maybe 5, 6 stitches along those little tiny seams. So don't worry about it. Give it a shot. All right, we're going to make G9 Mary's Journey. Here are all my pieces laid out. And there's a lot of pieces. It's not the most we've sewn with Dear Jane, but it's a lot. But it's all just hand piecing. No applique, nothing weird. So it's just what order am I going to put them together? That's what I had to think through. So, and it's pretty easy. We'll see. So I'm going to start with this middle square. And this is G9, by the way. I'm going to put together this row, and this row. Then I'm going to put on these little triangles, and then I'm going to sew these 3 units together. So then this, and this. Then I'm going to sew the side units, sew those to the middle, and I'm going to come up to the top. So these, this, and these. Put that together, same with the bottom, and then sew that and sew that. That is it. And the only thing you have to be careful about is when we're dealing with triangles, there's a lot of bias, and bias stretches. So we don't want to stretch any of those triangles. So be very careful about that. So you've all seen me hand piece, so I'm not going to make you watch me do that, but I am going to go and I'm going to piece a bunch of these units together, and then I will show you how I piece through all the seam allowances in one unit here. And this is just going to be a matter of time. So this is a good one, you know, if you're watching some masterpiece theater or listening to a book or something, or music, because it's just a lot of little pieces. Oh, last thing, you absolutely should label each piece. See that? There's a little C, because this triangle and this triangle, this is F, they're almost identical, but they're not. They're different sizes. So make sure you label each one. I do that anyway now. It just makes my life a lot easier, because then I can just sit here and say, oh yeah, C, D, blah, you know, much easier. All right, I'm gonna go get started on this, and I'll meet you back here when I have some nice long rows to put together. Something I want to point out as you're working through your blocks is, you see when you hand piece something like this, and I just finger press, but it's all kind of curled up, it's not flat. So I like to, when I'm near an iron, so I don't do this all the time, but when I'm near an iron, I do like to press these flat. That helps me with piecing, certainly. The other thing I wanted to point out is that I am pressing towards the dark. So you can see here it's all going towards the dark. And hopefully, like when I sandwich this piece together, if I turn it over like this, you'll see how those seams nest together, with the dark going that way and then that way. So that'll make a nice tight seam. So those are just a couple of hints to help with hand piecing. I can't imagine doing this any other way. I am a hand piecer for sure, but for me, hand piecing is the simplest, fastest way to put together a block. And I know people feel that way about EPP, FPP, and hand piecing. HPP is absolutely my favorite. And even with these little teeny tiny pieces, I mean, I say to myself, yeah, it's tiny, but it's just stitches. It's just stitching, you know, this to another piece. So that's it, you guys. Those are my hints. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect these two units with that middle one. And as you saw, sandwiching those seams together. Put these two ends on, being careful because this is bias right here. I'm going to press this, put that on, sew this, press it, and then put that on. And then the block will be done. It's definitely time consuming, no doubt about it. But if you're watching something good on TV, it flies by and it gets done. Next thing I want to show you is how to get those little pinwheels, the seams, so that they lay flat. So if you just do this, it's going to be a big lump. So what I do is first get my thread out of the way. This is pressed towards the dark. This one, though, is going to do the opposite and go towards the light. And this is why things change. I know that my pressing is going to change. But you see what happened there? I did that because this is going towards the light also. It creates that little, you know, pinwheel. Then I press, and there it is, nice and flat, and you get really beautiful intersections that way. Here it is all done. And the only thing, because I just raced through putting, it was this one on, and I didn't pin so well. And this is what happens. I have a little not meeting here, and it's because this part got kind of pulled in. Anyway, it's fixable. I'm not going to stress out over it. It's a really sweet block. I love it. And I wanted to let you guys know, or not let you know, but a lot of people are intimidated by the Dear Jane quilt. And there's no reason that it's an all or nothing quilt. Like, you have to make the whole quilt or don't make it at all. There isn't any reason that you can't go through the book, the Dear Jane book. This is by Brenda Papadakis. She's wonderful. She's in our Facebook group, so another reason to join. But there's no reason not to go through, pick out your favorite blocks and make a smaller quilt, or enlarge them and make a larger quilt. There's no rules, right? If you fall in love with a block, why not make a whole quilt with that one block? So anyway, you guys, what is this called? This is called Mary's Journey, and this is G9. Give it a shot. Let me know if you have thought about making a Dear Jane. What's stopping you? Have you hand pieced? Are you an English paper piecer? Do you like foundation paper piecing? Let me know. In our Facebook group, we've got every kind of way of stitching this together that you can imagine. So anyway, you guys, I will see you next time. Happy stitching.